Hello and welcome to another episode of Startup Success Students. Today's guest is going to knock your socks off, I guarantee it. But who is the host? Your host is me, Ryan Kareem. And what do? I help guide startups, scale-ups, and those leveling up their organization to problem solve most effectively based on the experience I have supporting startups, helping companies scale up, and also really helping companies level up and fundamentally transform the way that their teams behave and create results for their customers. Today's episode is featuring an author of 125 books. 125 books, but that's not all. He's also a president. He's also a CEO of his own maritime company. Dr. Singh, many years of experience in the maritime industry, loads of books written on topics, not about maritime, but also about how to make success happen. Lots of personal development as well. And we're going to hear from Binay Singh in a moment about his top key learnings and tenets of success, both in his personal life and both in his ability to be a president, a CEO, and an author all at once. Did I mention that he has 125 books available right now? 125 books. Can you imagine? 125 books. Absolutely incredible. It's blown me away. And I can't wait for Dr. Binay Singh to join us and for us to get into this interview. So joining us in 3, 2, 1, enter Mr. Binay Singh. Binay Singh, listen, thank you for joining us. I was just saying a moment ago just how impressive it is that you've done 125 books. That's so crazy. I mean, we were just speaking a second ago. You said actually it's more like 130 now. So, you know, that's insane. That's an incredible work rate. You also mentioned that you started at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's towards the evening time now where you are. You're still going. You feel charged by some higher power with some deep energy work that's going on there. So I want to get into all of that sort of stuff because it's just absolutely fascinating. Sounds like an incredible story to tell. But, you know, as always, I like to start with a why question, you know. That's what I always like to try and first peel back the first layer and see where we find. So I've seen that you've written a lot about what you do as an expertise. You've written a lot about maritime. You've also written a lot about personal development in various different ways. So one thing I was curious about is why is personal development so important to you? And where did this first arrive in your mind as something you needed to focus on that you felt called to do?
Yeah, thank you, Ryan. You see, first book I have written last year, titled Coronavirus Opportunity Through Adversity. Why I have written this book? When I see in my maritime industry, people were devastated. I mean, shore-based personnel as well on ship because they were not have a connection, you know, to get to board or get off from board. So they were devastated. I have ask them, ask yourself 3 questions. Whether you are able to cancel your president decision that lockdown in your country, whether you have your own plane or you have any other opportunity than this crisis. No. Then this is the best place where you are. But this was not enough. This not enough motivated them and inspired them in positive way. Then I have authored this book, Coronavirus Opportunity Through Adversity. And in this book, I have shown all that what we can get, that you have a nice place where you are now. You are with family. You are now have a system to remotely communicate. Yeah. As more we see adversity, as more we get opportunity. You know, therefore I have write down this book. Then I have written other book, Motivate Yourself Before Motivating Others. You ask that what motivated? I have first of all motivated myself, because when I see that fitness guru and all, you know, trainer, yoga trainer, other trainer, they are doing remotely. They are even mathematics teacher. They are teaching online English. I say I have to write some book on this, motivate yourself before motivating others, because someone has to go forward. In this way, people motivated, and this book become one of the best sellers.
Wow.
Motivate. Yeah, this book. And on this book, very much inspired there is a platform in USA, Mentor Book. I am their world-renowned contributor on their platform. And they also inspire. So you see, people inspiring me to go forward, forward, forward. And then I have written, your living comfort zone will change your life. Then empathy is far more valuable than diamonds, and so on. Today, even I don't remember.
Great titles, amazing titles. Where do the ideas come to you? Like, is it your creative process? Is it something that you sit down and deliberately do and that you plan for, or is it more kind of accidental and freewheeling? Do you make time for creativity, or do you just kind of go with the ebb and flows as they come? Like, what's your approach? How do you take all of these ideas and all this energy and make it so productive and worthwhile and useful for people? How do you do that?
Before this, I have read myself 500 books in 3 years.
Wow.
I was traveling a lot before COVID. I was traveling to Hong Kong, to Singapore, to India, always reading and always taking from airport store books as much as possible.
Okay.
You see, so in this way, I have read so many books, and then I was thinking that I have to write something which is not in those books, because those books today, you can imagine, they are not inspiring me even 1%. Because I am giving another thoughts. I am putting myself at place of readers. What readers expect? And that is the idea, that empathy, that you put your legs in other shoes and feel what they want to have. Adding value. Because today, just now I told you that I'm like, I have written book, Miracle of Christmas Night. I have not written for myself. I have written that what people can get from this Christmas. What people can get from New Year. I've been discovering New Year. That we always make end of the year, life circle. What we have. So someone putting on priority business, but business, if you put on priority and health on second, your business will come down. Health should be first. Health is wealth. In same way, when I have discussion today, even with some my friends in corporate division, and they say, Vinay, you write this book, you write this book. So even I talking with you, and now I have an idea to write about, podcast.
Yeah, ideas are coming to you left, right, and center.
Yes, because I'm involving myself 100% sincerely.
Yes,
I'm here. I'm talking with you. I'm thinking more about you, that what you get from me.
Yeah.
If people start to think in this way, they will 100% succeed. Because on my priority to make successful Nigeria, you can imagine, no one wants to go to Nigeria, but I am going next year in February in Nigeria, talk with people.
I'd love to go there, that would be amazing. I've never been to that part of Africa.
Because 3 things we have secured: birth, tax, and death. Why you have to worry about this? Live life, as Mahatma Gandhi said. Live life that you are living last day, and learn as if you are learning whole life. So I am learning. Everyone says that you are mentor. I tell not, I am learner.
So you mentioned Gandhi there. You mentioned a few other references there too. So, and you also mentioned put ourselves in the shoes of the people that are hopefully watching this and getting benefit from our conversation. So one question that would be in my mind right now is like, what's the life story of Dr. Binay Singh? Like, what was your early years like? How does someone get to the position you're in? Right? For most people, the way they think, the way they are, is a lot reliant upon their early experiences. That seems to be like the hotbed where things really start and begin. And it's a really good opportunity for us to try and get some insight as to, How did you get to where you are? Like, what's the background and story around your early years, and how do you think that developed you to be the person that you are now?
In my childhood, everyone in India, all my peers, they say me leader. A title makes sense. I'm 100% sure, because title give you motivation. For example, today, one of my marketing team company name in UK is Straight In. You can't imagine, in a 6 month, they have secured for me more than 1,000 opportunities. More than 1,000. Because why? Company name Straight In. They are doing straight business. Yeah. My company name Singh Marine Management, first company. Yeah. Singh, it means lion. I mean, translation. Yeah. And Singh always in India ruling. Ruling, it means in empathetic way. And always my father in childhood say, the son, always be giver, don't be taker. Everyone know to take, but not everyone know to give. And
So true.
You give. So I become giver. When my mother in childhood giving me some food, something, I was distributing. And same till now, because habit and taste formed in childhood remain unchanged in manhood. This, British poet William Wordsworth say. Yeah, that never changed. So that term, everyone saying me leader. And I was leading not just a way that without responsibility. I say, I have even written book, The Art of Leadership. That is leader, it means I have given my own acronym. Leader means L means loyal, E means empathetic, A means ambitious, D decisive, E energetic, real, R real. You tell me, today leaders, they have these traits. They haven't these traits because they are leader. It means you are not living your own life. As soon as I have declared myself leaders of maritime industry, I'm not living my life. I'm living life for others. And always say, seafarer, your success is my success. Your happiness is my happiness. Seafarer, they are also people. So it not means that only seafarer, all across the globe. And today what I am doing, I'm not feeling that I'm doing phenomenal things. I'm just scratching the surface. And this is a good thing because Ram, here should be contentment. Elvis, Freddie Mercury. They were genius. They achieved a lot, but they were not contented. So first of all, content here spiritually, and then go forward. Then you will 100% add value. So this is all these things, inspiration.
And that is a massive topic that potentially, and this is a massive assumption, right? Because there's all different types of families from India, but potentially because you're from an Indian upbringing, maybe you understand how to get to your spiritual center and master that in a much easier kind of way than maybe some people that aren't from a culture that is kind of so deeply rooted in spirituality and getting kind of, deeply rooted in who you are and kind of what that means, probably on a more cosmic level. So what is your spiritual process and practices? Kind of, how did you get to that state of having a refined or kind of opened heart where it allows you to be so empathetic and so kind of charged with energy all the time? I think that's $1 million question that many people are seeking for, in their minds day after day, especially those people that are so talented. It can also be a torment. And you mentioned a few musical pioneers a minute ago, and yeah, definitely you can tell by their lifestyles and their habits, and they're not the only ones, right? Many pioneers and inventors are often tormented by their own genius and brilliance. And you can look at artists and painters as well. It's just very true about people that kind of are pioneers or that have ideas. So yeah, really want to understand from you there. Can you speak to that a little bit for us?
Yeah, sure. Empathy for me, there is a unlikely others, there is a other meaning. Empathy, it means I see that you are in problem And I not only ask you your problem, I feel your problem. I engage myself and see your happiness. That is empathy, as per my. Because I never by side or cross anyone. I have made these habits in myself, because we have subconscious mind. We have to put everything there feed. If you feed with positive things, we will get positive. Positive in, positive out.
Yeah.
So every day I do meditation, 30 minutes spiritually. What I am talking with you, I have already seen in my meditation. And I suggest every and each one, even you, when you start your day, first of all, in meditation, you send your mind to everywhere, whatever you want to face. Then you have no emotional attack. If even you fail, you have a second plan, third plan, fourth plan. You are prepared.
Yeah.
Then in evening, before sleeping, once again leave this day from morning to evening. You are increasing your memory power as per your understanding gravity of situation, where you could be more successful, or you can overcome this problem or overcome this problem in another way. This every week on Monday, I do yoga. I told after 3 years, my teacher, my coach, that you have made me. You know why? Because she is not only physically training me, motivating me, because before 3 years, I have a ego. Everyone have ego. Ego is a good thing, ego. But ego should be, if ego work, for example, if I have ego to become president of Ukraine and make Ukraine successful, this is a good ego. This is 100% ego. But if I have an ego to destroy the country, that is a bad ego. Even you tell yourself that I am God and you are giving, you be God. Your ego is satisfied until you are satisfied with your ego, feeding and giving. So that is good things. But what problem? Ego people, when they have an ego, they are utilizing this in another way. Ego is a good thing. If you have no ego, you are a dead person.
You have no personality, you have no ability to act and respond.
You have to become successful and famous, but you are doing right things. You are delivering Vinay speech to world. And world getting from this positivity, and they are going to success because they are understanding that there is no any breaking stone. There is a stepping stone. So you have this ego, and that's good.
So you feel that the weekly yoga on a Monday is helping you just direct that ego in the most useful place, and you think that the practice
3 years before I have ego that I have written, maybe you know this book, Audi, my brand, Audi. Yeah. When I first time I sit on this car, I was thinking I am God. But today I am thinking I am not God. I am a, simple person. And I'm connected with people, because when I was God, everyone they attach with me. But when I am a person and messenger of God, everyone attached. So this is a good ego. And see, with not only yoga training, we talk made me. My wife made me, because my always friends say that whenever Dr. Singh go up, his Switlana wife bringing him down on earth. And that's good.
That's awesome. And it's something I haven't heard of yet on this show so far, is people talking about their partners. And I think it's something that's often overlooked in business. They say any strong person's got a strong partner behind them. I think it actually says any strong man has a strong woman. That's the quote. But it's true, isn't it? Any strong person in the world has a strong partner, whether that is like your romantic partner or a best friend or a family member. Everyone's got someone that helps them feel like they've got some reverence in the world. So how has your wife played a part in your success so far, and how do you feel that she's helped your your spiritual development? Even the fact of just being married, for example, because it's getting less and less common.
Before my marriage, before I connected with my wife, I was smoking every day 5 packets cigarette.
5
Drinking-
packets?
Yes.
How did you fit them in the day? You've always been good at fitting a lot in the day, haven't you?
and drinking vodka.
Wow, man. Wow.
You know, I came from where that's good things because I can, mentor others.
Yeah,
That
100%.
when you are in bad communication and bad connection, you have still main thing to stop right time.
That becomes your superpower in the end, doesn't it?
Yes. Therefore, I say that I have written one book. Svetlana is my paradise.
Oh man, that's beautiful.
Yeah. Or Svetlana, love forever. And now I'm going to write on her birthday next year that Svetlana made me.
All right. She made you do what?
Yes, always.
Oh, she made you. She made you.
She made me. She made me. It means, she made me in a other way.
Yeah,
that
she
she
shaped and refined your character, your beliefs, your values, the way you see the world, the way you carry yourself,
Because morning to evening, she is with me, she always send me information. Don't distract to phone because phone is not good. She is doctor, cosmetology doctor. Therefore, she say, no, don't make a lot of action because wrinkle will be there. So many. Yeah. So you see, this is a blessing to have such a wife.
And you do look really young still as well. So, she's done well there. She's kept the wrinkles at bay. Maybe I need some of the same advice.
I am 45 years old, but everyone say that I look like looking good because I maintain myself. Because you see, if you not maintain yourself, how you can maintain others?
Well, no, exactly.
Here we should be selfish to become selfless for others.
Yeah, you got to fill your cup so that it's overflowing, so that you can help other people. You need to be full within yourself before you can go and pass that on to other people.
Every day I do in morning 50 times push up and 50 times squat without interval, and then 1 hour 40 to 50 minutes without interval CrossFit, because I have to fit myself. If I am not fitting, then come to me and I will down. What is the meaning? Yeah,
it's very true. I start my mornings in a similar way to you. First thing I do every day is meditate, then I do some yoga, then I normally go down to the gym, and then by that time I'm having breakfast.
Working every day at 18 to 20 hours every day, and I'm never burn out. Because
that's impressive.
Balance. Yeah, I'm now very soon going to write book that balance your 3B: brain, body, business. All need to balance. If you not balance, you are burning out. You are burning out. What is the meaning then to we not work. We work to live and get pleasure, right? Work, not live to work.
Exactly. I've had this written down on a wall somewhere actually. This was maybe last year. I wrote this down.
I always say that if you don't live your life, life will live you, and that is a not good case.
Am I working to live, or am I living in work? You know what I mean? It's like, where is my main focus? Is my main focus on experiencing the full range of things that the world can offer? Or is my focus really just on what I'm supposed to do today to make a living, or to help my ambition, or to, make the achievement happen that I see in my mind's eye, Very important for all business entrepreneurs, anyone who's starting up, anyone who's got side hustles, anyone who's trying to put a new idea forward,
Yeah, I can say this, you see, smart entrepreneurship, how to stay ahead of the competition. I have not given here formula. I have just given my own acronym. Smart, it means, first of all, you should be sincere. Then you should be modern. That today we are remotely working and you are working, physically or anything.
You've got to go with the times.
Ambitious. You should be ambition. I'm very much ambitious to make successful country, Nigeria, Ukraine, India, and then across the globe. But I'm not going to make myself all together. Everyone tell, Vinay, you can't change the world. I tell, I'm not changing the world. I'm changing myself. And world is changing. Ambitious. And then you should be real, no fake, trained. And that is a make you, how to stay ahead of the competition. So, today I'm in that stage. I can write book about anything.
Yeah, no doubt. It seems every topic we mentioned, you've got a book for that, and it's within arm's distance physically as well. It's amazing.
I have written about children. I have written about women. I am now writing about love story, fictional book. Yeah, because you see, main thing that in my childhood, and this is not one day show. This is a whole life show. Because in my childhood, I was very much involving in everything. I was very curious. When my parents bring some toy, I break and see why this is working.
Constantly trying to learn and by dissecting what's in front of them.
Yeah, and today children, people, parents not giving them to break.
They don't allow them to play anymore, do they? The only thing they're allowed to play with is a screen.
And I myself, I was touching electricity to feel what is there. Why electricity make you just thirst that I have tried everything, experience, and whole life my experimenting.
One thing you have got me fascinated by, I mean, the whole conversation is fascinating to me, but we mentioned something earlier and then we kind of skipped past it. And if it's okay, I'd like to go back there because from my experience, people that smoke 5 packets of cigarettes a day and drink vodka, they're not happy people. They've also got some trauma, some stress, some significant events that have happened in the past, or they've got something that's tormenting them. Like we mentioned earlier, there's brilliant people in the world, brilliant inventors that are tormented until they find maybe someone who can help them. Someone like Russell Brand, for example, is a good example of that, right? Absolutely tormented, and then he found a way to channel it. I'm not saying that you're by any means kind of at that extreme of a situation that Russell Brand was at, but what I am kind of trying to understand a little bit more about is what was happening for you around that time that you were smoking 5 packets of cigarettes a day and you were drinking, vodka, however often that you were. Kind of what had happened to bring you to that situation? And we know your wife was a big part to play in helping you get out of that funk, but did you see yourself at that point in time being an author, being a president, having a global community of people across the world that help transport goods around the whole world and planet that we live on? Did you have these ideas in your head? Did you know that? And where did the torment come from? And kind of talk to us about that time.
When I was growing in India in childhood, I was always thinking, when this time come that I will help not only India, not only my city, all across the globe.
It was your ambition that was tormenting you.
Yeah, ambition. In India, my ambition was become at least police commissioner. In India, this is a very administrative service, very much respected.
It's a very reputable job, isn't it? Very highly respected job, right?
So,
one your family would be very proud about if you held the position of, and everyone in the community would then kind of go to you as a significant person when they needed some support and help too,
Yeah. So when my teacher asked, what is your ambition essay to write? I have written there, I would like to become police commissioner, but I don't know where God restored me. You see?
I don't know where God
will restore me. Well, He will restore me. Well, He will put me. Well, where He will.
Wow. So the notion of God for you was already quite concrete at an early age, right? Have you ever questioned that notion of God, and where did the idea of it first come from?
Yeah, and that time my papa was smoking and sometimes he drinking. In India, this is not so casual that time in 1992 and 1987. I was also thinking, I will also try. I have few times tried there, but in India, no freedom to try. But when I get here in train, I have started from there. That time, there are no any plane from India to Ukraine, because this was a just collapsed Soviet Union. From Moscow to Odessa, when we were coming with more students from India, I started to smoke. And same day when I arrived to Odessa, you can imagine, I was feeling that I should be here. This is my country. I never feel from that time already today, more than 28 years, I never feel that I am in alien country. So,
and you're in Ukraine right now, right? You're in Odessa right
Ukraine
now.
In Odessa, yeah. So I have started to smoke cigarette president just for entertainment. We first of all entertain, and then entertainment become habit, and then after a habit, this become that dependence that you can't live. That was not dependence, that was habit, because I was entertaining. Because if you can imagine, if you were dependent, I never stop.
Yeah. Well, it would be very hard to stop. You need a significant intervention, and that's what I was going to ask you. Kind of, at what point did you stop the habit, or do you still smoke occasionally now?
I stop habits because before my wife, I have a girl who were smoking, and I have a one girl, even she call and tell, smoke with me on phone. So I was smoking with her for 30 minutes. You can imagine. One cigarette, second cigarette, and third cigarette, fourth cigarette. Oof. Yeah. As well, so many problems. And when I get into my job, crewing, recruitment, that time Ukrainian they have no good name in maritime industry. I have tried my relentlessly, 24 hours I work in internet club here, there to make them successful. And that time, if any problem, I was thinking one cigarette and problem will be solved. But this will all. But when I met my wife, she was so sincere. She was not smoking. I asked her, "You want I give up?" She said, "Yes." Same day I give up. I was such committed person,
And how did you find that process? Because for many people, they hear stories that people can stop a habit like smoking like overnight, and it's really easy for them. And for other people, it's a really traumatic experience, even trying to quit, because it affects your nervous system, if you've got dependent upon it. So I'm just interested in your experience there. So, how was it for you quitting smoking?
I can share with you, if you want to give up anything, you have to not think about to give up. You have to substitute to others, because we don't have in our mind any, additional. We have subtraction and multiplication. Subtraction, we have no any subtraction, only addition. If you do bad things, this add. If you do good things, multiply. That is a phenomenon. So therefore, you should not give up. If you tell, for example, if you are in love and if you, part, then you say, I will not think about her. You will think 100% about her. If you tell not to think, you just substitute with others. You
the brain doesn't
with others.
The brain doesn't process not. I want to not think about it. It doesn't process that.
No
it just think about that person. Yeah.
Yeah, no subtraction. Same here. When I give up, my wife said that you have to go to gym. Before this, I was so thin that all girls in Ukraine, they say that you are like a hanger that we can put.
Oh, wow.
You see? So that time was that. But after this, with my commitment, dedication, exercise every day, and put my healthy body. So substitution will give you opportunity to get to positive things.
So you need to focus on the future, not the past, if you want to change.
Yes,
you need to keep
future.
Firmly
always look on future, and always put your goals and ambition, big goals, big ambition, that you want to make successful 100% world. You want to make business which will be fly in the sky, but only telling will not work. Make this happen. Committed. You see, Ran yourself that I have a dream. This is a dream to make 100% successful world, because not everyone want to be success. You can't make them, right? They don't want to do anything. So how you can make? But your dream and ambition and purpose follow each other. But if you have a purpose to make only your village successful, you will not make even village successful. Yeah. So great goal. And as you have mentioned that about entrepreneurs, that you would like to share that they become entrepreneurs, all they should make their goals big goal. But goals should be with sincere way and with care.
A big goal from the heart that really means something to you, that you can feel, that when you think about it, it lights you up and it makes you feel love inside. I think that's when you're onto a good thing, when you can think about the impact that your big idea might have, even if you just give yourself the luxury of just playing with your imagination, right? And you just think, what's the craziest thing, the best thing that I can think of doing in the world? What's the biggest impact I can think to have, right? Just for the sake of having fun, just for taking a moment out of normal life. Some call it meditation. You could just call it using your imagination, right? People get hung up on a meditation word. Just use your imagination. Just close your eyes and see what you can imagine. See what feels right. Kind of go with that sensation of, while you're thinking, what feels right, and ask yourself big questions. What is the big impact you'd like to leave behind? What would you like to see change in the world? And think about those questions and imagine the answers and feel your way through it. And kind of when you land on something, run with it, as what you're saying, right? Try and get this notion of the big idea cemented in your mindscape, first of all, right? Get it cemented in your thinking. And then once you come out of that moment of calmness, that moment of imagination, once you come out of it, you'd be amazed what will come to you if you just grab a pen and paper and write. 9 times out of 10, you've already got the answer, or at least the high level plan already figured out. As soon as you open your eyes, you just need to grab a pen and paper and write it down. So it's a very, very powerful trick.
Yeah, you are absolutely right. When we put something in our mind, I have written one book, A Mind Can Conceive, A Mind Can Achieve. You know why I have written a book? Many years ago, I was in Singapore. Just we were walking with my friends near swimming pool, and there was written, mind can achieve what you think. You see, this so strike in my mind, and my friends see, I always 5 years here crossing, but never see. How you see? Because you see what is a problem. People not focus on right things at right time.
Timing is so key, isn't it?
Time. Today, you see, we have a Microsoft, Samsung, Apple, yeah. But you see, everyone thinking, why not Samsung is using to point of Apple? Because Apple is upgrading, learning.
Constantly.
Today, few weeks ago, I have bought only this telephone Apple, and I'm going to write book on Steve, because he has done great job. He has created legacy with Apple, because he has created legacy that continual improvement.
It's fantastic. I love Steve Jobs, right? And there's a fantastic thing that he said with his big vision, kind of his one statement that he would repeat. He wants to put a ding, ding. He wants to put a ding in the universe, right? Which means he wants that noise to be so loud it's heard outside of Earth across the whole of the universe. And he's managed to kind of achieve that. I don't know if you could actually hear it, but I don't know, maybe the energy that's created as a result of all those phones going off at once. If you had the equipment, you might be able to measure that from outside of Earth, Put a ding in the universe, so powerful. Sorry to jump in there, I just had that thought to share as you were talking.
These good things, when we go on one road, yeah, if all here is related, we should bring this. When we bring this, like a food, when you make food at home, you take this ingredients, this ingredients, then you mix all together and then it become this delicious. Same here in business, in relationship, in leadership. Ingredients is very important to bring. One guy today came to me and they tell that, Dr. Singh, I need for my company wake up call. I tell why? Because my team is not motivated. I tell why they are not motivated. They are demotivated. I said, why they demotivated? Because he said that they are always looking on time. They are thinking that others are growing, I am not growing, and they not politely talk with each other. So many things. I tell, here is one thing. Even you 100 times tell them, they will not listen you. They will listen only when they get what they expect from you.
Interesting.
What they expect from you? They expect from you not only increment of money. They expect from you upgrading, that you grow them, not what you want to grow. What
they don't want you to take, they want you to give. Right? They've joined your organization because they want to be a part of your growth, meaning that they want to grow as well, So they have to see the pathway for themselves.
My achievement, that what my team I have, my director is already more than 18 years with me from first day. My other staff, more than 10 years, 12 years, they never left me because, from good things, no one go off, right? Because why? I care of them. If they get sick, I call them, ask them, and I give them prescription, what medicine they have to take, because my wife is doctor, you see. And this is even if not they take my suggestion, advice, at least they take that I am so empathetic to them.
Yeah, at least they know you care.
Yeah, care. So if even, today is not that world.
It's a good point. It's a great point. I think a lot of business world, especially the big corporates and definitely startups too, they can lose that point, right? That you have a duty of care. You've got people under your supervision that have got to work under your way of working, in your system, in your structure, the one that you've created for them. They've got to work there for most hours of the day, most days of the week, most weeks of the year. So in a way, their ability to have a fulfilled life or to feel good about themselves is somewhat reliant upon the structure and system that you have in play for them. And there is a duty of care that I think is often overlooked. It's a very good point, especially in the modern world where it's like faster, cheaper.
In this book, we have everything, but there is a missing C. I have written here. There is a C missing. C, it means care. No care, no business.
Yep.
You see, I call them, ask them, and every day, whenever I am meeting with them, I don't ask them what they have to do. I ask them, about their life, and that is a making team. Because you see what happened today, even biggest company, they are hiring people, smart people, and then they are teaching what you have to do. You tell me where is money. Why you are paying them? You are paying $billions of dollars annually, and you are teaching what today a smart person. They are not innovative. They have to bring their innovation. So I never take in my team trained people, because trained they have a loss of lust, loss of interest, and when they are younger, new, they are creative, and that's the creativity.
Very true, very true. Listen, we've had a quite a wide discussion there about many things. I've loved every second of it, but we haven't talked once about the global community that you run or the organization that you're the CEO of. So why don't we start there for a little bit, right? Let's start talking about that. So tell us about the global community, first of all. How did you get started with this idea, and where is it at today?
Yeah, Global Maritime Community, founded by me, and last year in November, I was just talking with one of leaders, youth leader Amit, that we should create some entity which will 100% non-commercial, and add value to maritime industry. Because today we have a lot of union, but there is no any union 100% non-commercial. And
Okay,
we need
so they're all tied. They're all tied to businesses.
Passionate, but we are not here police to punish anyone. We are here to aware what are you doing and don't do this. Otherwise, you will be yourself stuck. And we are here, our first pillar, empathy, love, and enthusiasm. But empathy, it doesn't mean that we are feeling others' problem and just giving suggestion. We are engaging ourselves. Love, it means that we are caring of yourself. If you are in distress, any problem, you contact us and we are 100% there to solve this problem. Because you see, no action, no play. Talk, everyone talk.
Yeah, but no one's really serious about it. Yeah, exactly. And when you go there, their processes aren't set up to help you in the way that you might need the help. So you need someone who isn't affiliated. You need an organization that isn't affiliated to big businesses, so they don't have any biases about protecting the person that's, you know, filling the coffers. You need an independent organization that really has got the best interests of you at heart.
Yes.
So we had empathy, we had love, and what was the other E?
Enthusiasm. Whatever we do with enthusiasm. Because enthusiastic way, if you do, even we are now doing podcast and talking, it enthusiastic way, this will give love and passion others to listen.
Yes.
Same enthusiastic way. Don't do if you don't want to do this. Go off. Because you see what happened today, even maritime players, greatest maritime, what they say, when I say that you are leader, they say, we are not leader. If you feel you are not leader, you should be out, right? Because your self-confidence and your self-esteem is not on up. How you can motivate others to become leaders?
It's very true. It's very true.
So people in this way, and we are encouraging them, other than discouraging. Look, you have this ability. Go forward and make others successful. And main criteria and ambition of the GMC have 100% employment across the globe of seafarers. Only excellent seafarer. I have no compromise with non-fair things. Fair and square 100%. You know, and I say everything 100%. You know why? I have read one book, A World of 3.0. Maybe you know, Yunus Muhammad. He get Nobel Prize. He's from Bangladesh, microbank management.
I know about microbank. Yeah.
When I was reading this book, Water, I get myself inspiration. Zero is a negative thing, bringing you back. Why not 100%?
Yep, that's it. Go the whole hog.
Therefore,
Don't hold back.
I will make world of 300%. That 100% richness, 100% employment, 100%, you know, green. That is a world.
There we go. Amazing. And so how long has your maritime management company been going for? And what sort of work does that mean that you do? I mean, unless you're in that industry, unless you're in maritime, I guess it doesn't make a lot of sense to most people, right? I mean, we get the idea that, you know, boats send goods around the world, right? And that's probably as far as most people understand maritime as an industry. So just talk to us a little bit about your management company, the sort of stuff that you do, and maybe a little bit about just the experience you have that got you to the place where you could run your own firm in that way.
Yeah, maritime, you see, today maritime, everyone after this post-COVID understand that maritime is vitality for our life. You can't have medicine, essential needs of products from one place to another place without ship. Plane can stop, but maritime never stop. 3 parts of the world, only we have water. So how you are going to deliver yourself from one place to another place? So making 99%, 100% maritime industry successful, you will make world successful. energy we have in Nigeria today, oil and gas. But this oil and gas, we have to deliver someplace. This oil and gas, there is no consumption enough in Nigeria, consumption in India, consumption in America, in another country. So this country need delivery. Therefore, maritime. And maritime, I am in maritime. I have started my own company in 2003. Before this, I was associated with another company. I have worked for that company. Then there was another case story that they have hired me. You know, they tell that you have to go to India. And that was a good thing I see in this. If not, they fired me. Today, I am not with you to talk like this, right? So in all adversity, there is a positivity.
Always,
If you knock the door of possibility, you will always get to opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
You see? And I'm so much consciously decided to make, you know, Nigeria successful. Because if someone has this idea, someone has this motivation, need to do. Because you know that Todd Henry written book, Die Empty. I want to die empty. I share whatever I have and realize everything whatever I have. So this is about, you know, maritime, why I'm in maritime. And today, in 1 year, I have created, you know, 5 companies.
Unbelievable. Okay.
With people. Because you see, my purpose to not earn money, my purpose to see happiness of world.
Mm-hmm.
And we can do together. Together we are great. This is my mission. Together, you know, making
so
people
the business and the revenue is not it's not even anywhere near your criteria for success. Having a business and earning a certain revenue amount is nowhere to be seen. Your goal's way bigger than that, way beyond that. And therefore, business and revenue and a number of customers, they just become your ingredients that you need in order to achieve the bigger scale of ideas that you've really got in your mind, right?
Yeah, you see, when you have an intangible credibility, this convert to tangible credibility. But when you have a tangible credibility, if you have $100 million, no one knows it because you have no credibility, intangibility. If you not share, but if you share, that will make your intangible credibility. After some time, it will make you, because money is a matter, you know, like this, that money not stop in one place. Money want to run everywhere.
Yeah.
If you put money in your locker, this will not, this is dead. In bank, dead. But when you money put in investment, in something, this is a flourished life. So people should understand this. For example, if you earn $10 million, $1 million for you enough, and 9 million if you put in country, you have an intangible credibility and you have a whole life earning. Other than you 10 million put in somewhere in your, you know, lockers and nothing.
Yeah, no, nothing. It's going to devalue over time. Yeah. You're going to get to that money in 20 years' time. It'd be worth nothing.
In India, richest person, they have a building where is 6 person living. Others are on the street. 6 person living in a 25th floor building. You tell they need this? No. What I am today, I was yesterday, and I will be tomorrow. That should be. Never change yourself. Money should not change. Status should not change. Because this is not a criteria to live a, you know, because you see, when you have a lot of money and you are not sharing, you have a scary that someone kill you, someone take your money. You are not sleeping well.
Or you might lose the money, or you might invest it badly. Yeah.
Yeah, you want that life. No, you want life, sleeping life.
Yeah,
peaceful
sleeping
life.
well. Yeah.
Yes, sleeping well. That you out from your home and you have a no scared that someone kill you or someone beat you. You tell me, this is life? No. God created us to not fight, to love each other, to live life, and 100 years, 200, 300, whatever you want to live. So this is a, you know, things which will help in all sectors, personal life, friendship life. Yeah, because Wrapping our conversation, I can say you, if you want that to wrap, I can talk with you 365 days. That is not problem. I have a million of idea. So
Yeah.
see, we can make, graph of that like this. Okay? Here 1 to 5, and here health. That by end of the year, health first, and then we can put family, business, friends, social activity, and leisure. If you have been here in business and in health, you 3, you have nothing achieved. In family too, it means that you have to more focus next year in family, to family. You see, so all these topics and talks make people to get forward.
There is a great exercise, actually, now that you mention it. It's called the Wheel of Life, isn't it? You're familiar with this exercise by the sounds of it. It's a circle. You divide it into different categories. For you would have, 5 categories there. You'd have, health as 1 category, family, business, friends, social. You basically rate yourself out of 10. First of all, you think about what a 10 out of 10 would really mean. What would a 10 out of 10 really mean? Rate yourself out of 10, and then you can create a little action plan forward about what you think you can do in the new year. It's a great exercise, actually. And yeah, on the wrapping up note, we are getting just about to time now. Listen, I love our conversation so far. We always ask people before we leave, though, 1 top tip. We've had loads of tips just now, right? We've had loads. But if you were to ruthlessly prioritize your wisdom, your experience, your insight, and your guidance, what would be your number 1 tip for someone who's starting a business or trying to scale a business, or someone who's trying to transform their current way of working in their business?
First tip, be sincere with yourself.
Be sincere. Definitely.
It means that, for example, when you go to gym, CrossFit, and you know that you have to do 50 times squat, be sincere with yourself. From here, starting your sincerity. And always put your legs in others' shoes. But here you keep traits of humanity. That humanity traits. It doesn't mean that you put your legs in robbers and start to robbing, So sincerity, commitment, and persistence. This will make you 100% successful. Awesome. As well, ICP. I have declared last year ELE, empathy, love, and enthusiasm. Next year, I am declaring and announcing, addressing whole world, become 100% person of integrity. Keep integrity. Keep 100% commitment and persistent, and you will become millionaire, billionaire, whatever you wish to become.
Yeah, very true. Amazing. And we'll make sure that any links that you want, any information to the global community, to your maritime management organization, and also to Amazon, where lots of your books are listed on Amazon. Any links that you want, we're going to make sure that they're below the video. Definitely those 3. You sound like a man who's got many more potential links down there. So, anything you want to send my way, we'll make sure it's down there in the description below this video. And mate, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you on. So if it's okay with you, we're going to stop recording, but hang fire for 2 seconds if that's okay.
Yeah. Of course, sure. I would like that you share
last words,
this information, and you are going to share with how you are going to share with others.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah. So listen, we're still recording right now, but why not? We'll tell everyone this is what we do. This one right now, as soon as we stop recording, and as soon as then you and I will have a chat after the recording. As soon as that's finished, this episode will go straight up online to YouTube, and it will be published on Wednesday morning. This week, Wednesday morning. Yeah. If you can get the links to me in time. If not, we'll delay it.
Link to me, and as well, and you will give a link, or my marketing team will link on this LinkedIn. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
You can do better if you can do and tag with my page.
No worries. That's what we'll do. So right now, it's going to go straight up to YouTube. And then what we do over the following weeks that come, we get this whole recording, we split it into little bite-sized clips, and then we spread those bite-sized clips all over social media.
This will be
as part of our marketing
video. Yeah, this will be with video.
Yeah, videos, short
Video,
1 minute clip videos.
Videos great, because people, when they see your action, your gesture, they more inspired other than they only listen. Therefore,
Okay,
I
great.
prefer
That's
more
good.
that emotional. And also, Ran, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. And let's meet again and again, that we can discuss with and share with world. And I have more idea. You know what idea? You have stopped already recording.
Not yet.
Yeah, you can stop recording because.
Okay, all right. So last final words. Let's say, what do you want to leave the people with?
Yeah, I want to share with you something personal things.
All right, cool. You heard it here first then, guys. The links are going to be down below. Thank you for checking this out and making it all the way to the end. And hopefully see you soon.